everybody, it's Tom Pickup here with my good friend Rob Parker. We're going to be discussing the week of sport. We've had a lot of things that have happened, probably in more than a week, including the John Terry incident, and we've had those bad crashes in the motorsports events. We've also got more to discuss, including media rights over the crown jewels of sport. What are they, and what impact will they have in the future of broadcasting? Well, that's about it for now, but we're going to be having these fairly regularly, and we hope you enjoy them. And if you've got any feedback, go to the website and let us know what you think too. Right, Rob, we're going to start this week. The main thing, as you can see in all the papers, is the John Terry incident.
Yes.
We say incident because obviously nothing's been proven as yet,
No.
and the FA are looking into it. Both clubs are looking into it. It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's like the last taboo that's left almost in the sport.
I think so. I just find it amazing that in the space of a couple of weeks, two of these incidents have come out, obviously with Suarez and now Terry within the space of, it was just sort of like 8 days, wasn't it? I mean, obviously, if these people are found guilty, and I believe that there are investigations going on under both of them, you've got to throw the book at them as hard as you can throw it. And if it involves bans from the sport, you've got to give it. It's just, at the minute, it all just seems one person's word against the other.
It's going to be difficult to prove. I think John Terry, I mean, there's the argument, isn't it, that he should have been suspended, certainly from England, and pending further investigation.
Yeah.
But the FA are saying it's slightly different to when Rio, with United and the Rio Ferdinand incident, because that was a strict liability offence,
right.
Whereby because he didn't take the test, he was assumed not to have, well, for want of a better word, he could have had stuff in his system.
Yes,
but
yeah,
with this,
of course.
they're saying we don't know, so he's got to. That's the rules.
I suppose
he should remain
in all walks of life. I suppose you've got to be innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of the public will have made up their mind on this topic already, and Terry's rap sheet will follow him everywhere he goes. The guy. I always find it absolutely amazing with John Terry that despite the controversy that surrounds this guy and has done latterly in his career, that we still keep throwing the guy a bone, i.e. the England captaincy. The England captaincy should be your absolute pinnacle of your life and your career. There shouldn't be anything greater than that. But things that happen with this, there's a great amount of responsibility that is attached to that position, and I don't think he's done enough to deserve it. And more than that, he's done enough to warrant having it being taken off him on more than one occasion.
I mean, at the moment there aren't that many England games going on. We've qualified.
No.
Is there any need to sort of even say, yes, he's fine, he's okay, he's still captain?
No.
Why not just leave it until the next match? Maybe?
Exactly. And on the question of the England team, everyone says that the England team is in a state of transition. Terry, frankly, is a relic of an era for the England team which was unproductive. No trophies, no success. More than that, whopping failure on the grandest scale, the stage every time that they got there. You've got to be blooding new players at this point. Terry, off the field hasn't earned it, and I don't think on the field he's earned it either. So it's a tough one.
Capello's you're absolutely right, Capello's chopped and changed it in terms of dropping people like Beckham, Owen.
Yeah.
Okay, you could say they're not playing regularly enough, but he's trying to get rid of the old guard, and obviously people like Scholes have now retired.
Yeah.
But as you say, John Terry's remained.
I think a lot can be said for his leadership qualities. Everyone who's played with him says he's a great leader. Now, I've never played with him, so I don't know whether he's a great leader or not. But everyone who does, that's got to count for something. And obviously, we're on the outside looking in, and this is a lifestyle. The footballer's lifestyle and the life of a footballer is something that we just don't know anything about. But you'd like to think it counted for something more. It means a lot to us as spectators and supporters. You'd like to think it meant a lot to them as well.
It's hard to not pick up on gossip as well. I mean, you had Scholes' autobiography saying there was lots of cliques within the England setup.
Yeah.
John Terry came out himself, didn't he, and said, no, there wasn't, that's not true.
Yeah.
Another thing to consider, I think, is that racism is a completely different level, isn't it? Okay, we know Terry's got some history with lots of things in his private life, but racism is a completely different thing.
Yeah, we almost wandered off the point there. Actually, didn't we get into talking about the England team in general, but you're absolutely right.
It's that sense of getting away with it, isn't it?
Yeah,
the England team,
in fact,
get away with
he almost just got away with it in our conversation then.
He did,
yeah. The evidence surrounding what had happened was immediate.
Yeah.
and there's so many conflicting reports about what he said and why he said it and when he said it, and he keeps arguing about the context of which he said it. Regardless or not, he's not actually at any point say he didn't say it. He just seems to be saying he said it to say, well, this is actually what I didn't say.
We can't really say it, can we? I mean,
well, no,
bad,
but if you say it at any point, those words should never utterly, leave your lips. They should never ever be said, even in defending yourself or not.
Where are we with the Suarez?
With Suarez, I mean, it's so difficult because you've got like 48 cameras at the average Premier League game, and they didn't pick anything up. Now this is sort of 2 weeks on, they've still not found anything, or if they have found something that's not been made public to us. Within 6 hours, there was Terry saying stuff to Ferdinand all over the internet, and that struck me as, quite an important, I mean, but with Suarez and with Evra's no stranger to making these allegations. He made them in the Champions League against Chelsea a few years ago to one of the ground staff, and that was deemed to be, totally unfounded, and he was given a 4-game ban and a fine or something like that. It's a terrible thing to be accused of, but if it actually happened, it's equally, it's obviously completely terrible. So, if Suarez is guilty, out. If Terry's guilty, out.
Out as in.
I think I know it's terrible, but I think you can go as far as that, because if you want to make a statement, I mean, you're always talking about creating an example. Manchester United are always saying, we feel like they make an example of us to the FA. Whenever there's any sort of disciplinary action going in their direction. Well, I think that if these things have happened, they need to be made an example of, especially. You've got a big chance to make a statement here with our national team's captain is accused of saying some absolutely appalling things that shouldn't give him any leniency whatsoever.